welcome back to my channel. My name is Jyotsna and I make book related videos. So let's just get over with the awkward intro and jump right into this book tag, because I'm doing another book tag because I don't have content. And this book tag, okay, by the way, I'm just joking, so let's just get all our hopes down right now. Okay, so let's start with today's book tag, and it's going to be the POC Creator Tag, which I have written behind the DNF tag because I don't like wasting paper. And I just did in the questions. The answers are like super impromptu, don't worry. And by the way, shout out to Smriti from Santreats who tagged me for this particular tag, and I'm happy. Smriti, hi, hope you're doing nice. Okay, so I think that's done. Now before I start, I think one of the biggest common things in this whole in this tag thing that happens on booktube is you have to tag other people to do the tag at the end of the tag. And I know that most people don't wait till the end of the video to see what I have to say, because I see my analytics, I see video analytics, and I see that people lose interest 5 minutes after the tag video. Not a tag video, for any video, like people have like shorter attention spans and stuff like that. So hi, this interruption is brought to you by Editing Jyotsna, and let me tag people correctly because I did it wrong in the video. So I'm tagging A Sluggish Reader, Books and Key, Through the Mist, and Meera Nair. Now, onto the video. Now, let's get into the questions. The first question is, what race or ethnicity do you identify as? So of course I'm an Indian. I think everybody on this channel who watches these videos, my videos, knows that I'm an Indian. You know it from my accent as well. I actually am from Mumbai. I'm from Bombay, and if you want to like go to my roots, then I am actually from Kerala, but I was like brought up in Mumbai, so I identify myself as a Mumbaiker and then as a Keralite. So that's how it works for me. So yeah, you know that. The next one is, tell us something you love about yourself. See, I'm not the person. I'm a very modest person and I do not talk about myself, and I really need to think hard about this, but let me just tell you like 3 things that come to my head. The first thing is that I tend to be this very chirpy person that I am right now talking to you. Like I'm pretty chirpy like that. Next thing, I do believe that I do have good communication skills, so like I can talk to anybody. I think that's like a good thing because it helps me meet new people basically. Okay, and the third thing is I'm good at public speaking. I think like the second and the third point like felt like similar, but then it is similar, but it's not exactly the same, because in the second point I talk about communicating with like people one-to-one or like in a small group, and the third one is like talking to people on a stage, on a podium, and I love doing that. So like I'm good at public speaking as well. So yeah, those are the 3 points that I can brag about, although there are more, but I'm super modest, so I don't indulge in stuff like that, just a humble me trying to be humble, trying to stay humble. So yeah. The next one is, how long have you been in the book community? Well, to be honest, I have been in the book community, or in the YouTube book community, or the booktube community, since 2017. I started this channel in 2017, and then I fell off the radar, and then I'm back. I was back in early 2020, especially during the start of the pandemic. So yeah, not start, like, it's been a few months I've been back, so no worries, I'm here to stay, guys. See. Okay, the fourth question is, what kind of content do you create? Okay, so currently I create book content, but when I started my channel, it was like a productivity, arts and books channel, because these are like my main 3 areas that I dabble in. Like I am a lot into art. I do paint. I love painting, and if you go to my Instagram, which is a subtle way of promoting my Instagram, you will see all my art. I don't have like a particular style, but I really love impressionist art a lot, and I attempt to do more impressionist art though, and I'm still like struggling with it, so don't judge me. But yeah, I'm learning how to like create more impressionist art, and that's my favorite art style. The next one would be like productivity. So I love productivity. Like I'm like a productivity junkie, and one of my most famous videos on this channel that I had posted like when I was there back 3 years back on this platform was the Indian bullet journal, which is still viewed today. It is, I think, like the most viewed video on my channel, because like people still view it, and I'm just surprised by it. Although I do like I'm still a productive person, I am still a very organized person, I have the bullet journal, I've tried multiple planning methods, I still follow the Pomodoro technique, and I'm still like, trying to improve my realm. Recently I even jumped onto Notion, because Notion is a great productivity tool. Like, none of this is sponsored, I'm just telling you like my journey in the productivity realm. But mainly like I want to focus on books for now, and that's why I'm like into books. And yeah, I mean, I keep like switching between things easily. I mean, one day you may even see my updated bullet journal tour, you never know, although this being Jyotsna's Bookscapades. So yeah, but reading has always been a constant in my life. I've been reading since I was a kid, and like I had left reading and then I was back to reading, and I love reading. So reading is always going to be like number one love with art. Like art and reading are always like competing with each other in my realm. So yeah, that's that. The next one is what's my favorite genre? So honestly, I do not have a favorite genre. I read anything and everything under the sun. If you ask me what my favorite genre is, I'll be like, I don't know. It's my favorite genre. But if I have to select like genres like which I really appreciate, the first genre I really appreciate is contemporary fiction. I like contemporary fiction a lot because it kind of like I can relate to contemporary fiction. Historical fiction, I love historical fiction as well because I'm a huge history buff. I love history a lot, and I love conspiracy theories as well. So you know where all of that comes from. And I would say the third one would be psychological thrillers. I love psychological thrillers as well, although I try to read less of psychological thrillers these days, because I want to like move a bit into literary fiction. So that's like been my aim, because literary fiction has been an intimidating subject for me and I want to read more of it. So that's why I'm like gravitating towards that part more. But otherwise, other than that, there's one more like genre I really appreciate, and that's chick literature. Honestly, like I myself have written a book on chick literature which is present on Wattpad. Again, a subtle way to promote my Wattpad. It's in the description box below. And I really love chick literature because I think it's a very, very nice light read. It's a palate cleanser when you're reading like too many heavy books, because even contemporary fiction or literary fiction can get heavy at times. So yeah, I think like I just gave you a lot of my favorite genres. Not that I stick with these. I read anything and everything. You give me a book and I read it. But yeah, you get the gist of this whole thing. Okay, so the next one is top 3 favorite books. Damn, I never thought about this question. I mean, now I think that going through these, I should have gone ahead and thought about my answers beforehand. But let me start. I have so many favorite books, guys. You guys have no clue. I have so many favorite books. I can't even select one. I can't even select like just 3 of them. I can give you like 10, 20 of them. Okay, so let's just like turn around, look at my bookshelf. Hey guys, so I kind of scorched through my bookshelf and I tried to get out some books that I really like. So of course, like these are like my top 10. These are like 3 of my top 10 favorite books, which I can tell you. That's why I picked them out. And I especially like picked them out from my bookshelf because I wanted to show you like physical books that I really like, and these are like highly recommended if you've not read them yet. So the first book is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. This book is actually a psychological thriller plus historical fiction. So 2 of my favorite genres in one. It is about the Mandoli estate, where there is a new lady. Basically this husband remarries, and there is this new young lady, and she is kind of talking about her experience in this new estate, being the lady of this new estate. And she also talks about the previous wife, that's the former wife of her current husband, and she is named Rebecca. So it's how this whole haunting is taking place, and it's a great book. I don't want to divulge much. Read this, it's an amazing book if you've not read yet. The next book that I do want to mention is The Godfather by Mario Puzo. In all honesty, The Godfather is a very well written book. I love the book more than the movie any day. And this book has also inspired me to write a lot. So when I read this book, I felt like writing. I really love the writing style. It's neat, it's sleek, and it's like straightforward. Okay, so I really appreciate Mario Puzo's The Godfather a lot. And if you've not read it, if you watched the movie, that's fine, read it anyway. The next book is something that I read this year, and this is Roots by Alex Haley. This is one of my all-time favorites, and the reason I have to so this is a new edition because I read this in 2020 in Jan or Feb, and basically Alex Haley was an African American, and he basically goes on this journey to find more about his ancestry, and all of that leading back to Africa. Okay, so the whole book is kind of non-fiction but written in a fictional format, because he's talking about his grandfather and great grandfather and all of the generations that preceded him, and he basically does this by putting himself through the slave ship, putting himself through the atrocities that his great grandfather had to face while coming to America. So yeah, I mean, it's a very hard hitting book on slave trade. It's a must read for everyone, like irrespective of your race or ethnicity. So yeah, that's that. The next question is my favorite POC author, and without any doubt, like, of course I already know who's my person of color favorite author. It's Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni, the wonderful author of Palace of Illusions, The Forest of Enchantments, and many other books. Like, I really love her feminist depictions of Indian mythological stories, which can be a bit patriarchal at times. So it's a very nice and a beautiful. She always has this beautiful take. Although I'm yet to read like those books of hers, those are like standalone novels, not adaptations or like her versions of mythological stories. But yeah, she is my favorite person of color author, and I cannot just like mention one person of color. I have to mention another one because I love Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie as well. I started reading I read one of her books like 2 months back, and I loved it so much that I am made sure that I am going to go ahead and read all of her books. So yeah, these are like two POC authors that you can follow. Both of them are females and women, lovely people, lovely work of literature. So please, that's that. So I think that's it for this whole video. And yeah, I already tagged people at the start of the video, so I hope to see them making it. But if you like this tag, please go ahead and make this particular video for yourself. I will put the questions in the description box so it's easier for you to do the tag anyway. And yeah, I think that's it. I will see you in my next video. That would be weekly reads. Bye.